That is a lie, eBay. All you had to do was search, and you would see every single one of my listings are the same. I just changed the number of my doll and the name of the doll. That's my title. I know my lighting is terrible tonight. I'm just trying to relax. I've had 2 really bad days. Yesterday, I was checking on my listings of my dolls. I post my Gothic Girls on Wednesdays. So I was doing a check to make sure I had everybody who had maybe, not updated, because you know how they only run for maybe 7 times and then they'll fall off and then you got to relist them, that kind of thing. So I was just double checking. And so I just do it under my name, which is G2 Taylor. That's kind of my, name. And that is my username on Facebook. It's my username on Twitter, on Instagram, on just about everything I can think of. If you do a search under G2 Taylor, I just start popping up everywhere. I actually have a trademark on that name, or it's called a visual arts thing, that my signature is not only my name, it's also G2 Taylor, or the G and the number 2. And I got that back in like 1998, but I had predated it for 1994, which you can do because my artwork had been signed that way. And pretty much kind of since 1990, I just didn't have a whole lot of art until 1994, but I had been signing stuff like that. Probably, I know since I was pregnant with my son in 1992, so I know for sure I've been signing things, and I got married in 1990, but I hadn't been doing a lot of artwork until 93. So long story, G2 Taylor is mine. So I was checking on my listings, and all of a sudden this listing popped up, and it wasn't mine. It wasn't my doll, but it was my title from a previous doll that I had sold, and complete title. And even in the description said I'd done this doll. It was not my doll, not at all. So I contacted the person. I said, please remove this information from your listing that pertains to me, or I'm going to have to report this to eBay. But never heard from them. So I reported it to eBay. And what they did immediately was to take it off, and they were very good about it. Well, then the next day, the person relisted it. Today, that's today, relisted it today. And I said, okay, go through all the procedures again of reporting them again and saying, then I put down that I've already reported this and this is my case number and blah, blah, blah. And I get this message that I won't read you the whole thing, but it kind of set me off in a way that I didn't take very well. I'm an artist, and if you're signing your work with my name, that's just not cool at all. But, so basically that's what she's doing. She's saying that this is something I did, and she's using my name to sell it. And I'm trying to find my messages. And I'm livid about this. So I'm going to pull up what this Edwin said. So Edwin responds back to me, blah, 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 blah. Very formal letter. My name was in there, but it's a lot of form stuff. You know what I mean? It's like this stuff that they say. It's just, stuff. And it says, I can certainly understand your concern. However, eBay is unable to determine who the original creator of an image or text is. That's a lie. That is a lie, eBay. All you had to do was search, and you would see every single one of my listings are the same. I just changed the number of my doll and the name of the doll. That's my title, and she used it. And I've been doing this since months now. I've been doing my dolls, and this is like, I'm just posted number 30. So at least, 30 times, not counting all the relists and all that. My title, she used, and my name. So then they went on to say, if you have intellectual property, so in other words, you need to prove that you are who you say you are. Then, tell me to fill out the form, the verified rights owner, and mail it in. So I had to stop everything and go dig through files and find my application, find my information, look it up online, and do all this to make sure everything was, and send in that information and fill out this form. So here's my form right here. This is the number that I had on mine right here. And maybe backwards, I don't know. This is my number, but it's a different number. Actually, it's a whole bunch of zeros and all that stuff. So they can't really look it up this way, but all they had to do is look for my name. But anyway, so while I was complaining about this, a friend of mine said, let me do something. So she actually looked up G2 Taylor, because I said, you know, when I applied, that I had this really long application you had to fill out to describe your artwork and blah, 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 and the type of stuff you do. And in that, I also had to put that I'm also known as, you know, G2 Taylor and G2T, and the dates or whatever. So she's just, I was typing some other things. She's looking this up. She goes, you know, it says here that G2 Taylor, when I did a search, it actually comes up under a book that I wrote, a children's book that I've never published. And all the artwork I did, I had it signed G2 Taylor or G2T, because, you know, I wanted to have a little bit signature, not my whole drawn out name. Anyway, so yes, that's me. I had proof, gave them proof, whatever. Shouldn't have had to do it. Should not have to give them proof that that is my name. Do you know why? Because my username on eBay was G2 Taylor before I changed it to Santa's to Sell, before I changed it to a Happy Hoarder. That is, my email address is G2 Taylor. My website is G2 Taylor. It's just, everything is G2 Taylor. It's for GG Taylor. For, you know. Anyway, they are screwing with me right now, and I'm so angry about this, because all this little stuff they put in their messages, and anyway, I'm waiting for my transcripts. They said they sent me transcripts. I went to my email address, you know, the G2 Taylor one that is on their, you know, how I communicate with them. And I said, you know, I didn't get them. Can you please send them to me? And I'm waiting to get this back, but I haven't got them. But in the meantime, I was contacted by someone higher up, and they sent this long, you know, form. Oh, and I did specify when talking to my last person, you know, you can't talk to me anymore. You got to like message them. That's where we're getting transcripts. And sends me this message. And I don't know why had they all this stuff highlighted in blue. Anyway, it says, blah, blah, blah. This kind of form said, thank you for your response, blah, blah, blah. And it says, I can see this is about the username the other seller have used that you are worried about. Okay, they are using my name to sell their item. That's not just a username. They're using my name as an artist to sell their item. And I don't like that. Okay. See, no one's listening to me. I write this down. That's why I want my transcripts. It's in every transcript. This is my name as an artist. I own this name. She's using it, or he's using it. I don't know, boy or girl. All right. It says, I have finished my investigation. I guarantee that we will have documented the details you've shared regarding the seller's behavior and trading practice. Just be reminded that most of the actions that we take are not visible to other members or evident immediately. Privacy is very important to eBay. So privacy is important, but my name and my whatever is not, obviously. So it's a priority at all times. We're not able to share the details of the actions we took in the same way the reported member will not know who filed the report. I contacted seller. Sorry, I contacted the seller. Well, let me tell you what I said, because I'm not a nice person. I was a little mad. This is very frustrating. First time I sent him a message, really short and sweet. Please do not use my information to advertise your dolls. I will have to report you to eBay. That's it. That's all I said. I think she knew what I meant. And then I got a little bit more specific on this one. And it says, I reported the listing yesterday to customer service. Gave him my number and all, my case number. It says, I am an artist, and I go by the name G2 Taylor. G2 Taylor is my name, is my name, and it is registered on my webpage. Let me try that again. G2 Taylor is my name. It is registered on my webpage, my Twitter account, my Facebook account, etc. My one-of-a-kind dolls are named Gothic Girls and Guys. By using my title from a previous sale to advertise your doll, you are committing fraud, because that doll is not one of my Gothic girls, and that doll is not by me, G2 Taylor. Please change the title of your listing and do not use my name, G2 Taylor, or the name of my dolls, Gothic girls or guys, anywhere in your title or description. Sincerely, Jeri G. Taylor. So here's how this goes down. I know that Gothic and girls, and guys, I have no rights to that. I'm looking at my thing. I have no rights to that. And you can use that in any kind of order. And it's like, there's like a respect I think we have as artists to kind of not cross some lines. Like if you've kind of adopted a name for your dolls and this is kind of your thing, then we don't, like I know someone calls theirs, my friend Jeri with a J, she calls hers asylum babies. And we just don't, so no one else on the thing's gonna call them that. Now I was doing ones called asylum kids and I still do them, but that's not, I just kind of keep everything under Gothic girls now, but they are actually referring to kids that were in an asylum. My dolls are inspired by a story of, American horror stories about kids who were put in asylums because just, unwanted kids kind of thing. Orphans were put into asylums even though they were just orphans and there was nothing wrong with them. They were stuck in asylums because, the state was getting more money for the crazy kids and all that good stuff. Well, and her work is amazing. I love her work, and I would never infringe on that, even though, that was something I was using. I was not doing a lot of. I was strictly, my Gothic girls and guys were my thing. And I know other people use, like I said, other people use Gothic dolls, Gothic babies, we like that name. This is kind of what we do. But I write my titles a certain way, so when people are like scrolling down, they'll say, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? So some people can identify by my pictures. And that's like my friend Jeri with J. You know her dolls by her pictures because, oh my gosh, she's awesome. I had to put like some kind of thing in my description. She's incredible. And I would say she really inspires me and stuff, but I just love to look at her stuff. I'm kind of trying to do my own thing, and that's what we do as these Gothic doll artists. We just like to do our own thing, and we love our babies, and we want to share them with the world. And I'm a teacher too, so if someone is doing the dolls similar to mine, hey, I'll contact her. Hey, while you're at it, try this and this and this, because everybody's going to have their own just way of doing it. They may be very similar. Somebody else is going to be using charcoal. Somebody else is going to be doing similar, the hair that I use and stuff like that, or dyeing their clothes and doing this stuff that I do. And then it just gets down to who do you want to collect and how much do you want to spend? Because, people are undercutting, and if you're going to sell yours for cheaper than mine, God love you, because I work on mine for hours. My little babies, we spend a lot of time together. And if you can sell them for cheaper and be okay with that, that's fine. But my babies, this is how much I need for my babies. So, long story short, this is not cool. Using another artist's name as your own is wrong. It's fraud. And to have eBay not back me up, I have been on eBay since 1997, and this person just started. And they are taking that person over me who's clearly wronged. And so at this moment, I'm going to click on it to see if it's still listed. Yeah, still listed. It's still listed. I think this could have been taken off already. But, it's in their time. I've posted some of my Facebook groups that I'm a member of, and, we all, cheer on each other's work. And kind of get some feedback. Some people have kind of come back. I'm getting a lot of, people emoting to it. But it's a warning to other artists out there that it's so easily, not only can the look of your stuff be stolen, but to take your name? Your name? Come on. I don't get it. So that's my really big gripe for eBay today. Can't believe, no loyalty to me whatsoever. This is clearly a crime. And what did he say? He was doing what with his investigation? Hang on a second. He goes, I can see the username we're worried about. I finished my investigation. He said he had finished the investigation. Finished with it. Now, if he's finished, then why is that still posted? Why is that listing still up? Anyway, I just want to warn y'all, there's somebody who's fraudulently using my name. You will know my dolls when you see them. for one thing, I'll always have a video of my doll. And I don't think this person will, but I'm supposed to be making a video yesterday and today because I didn't get to do it yesterday because of this. And now I'm doing this instead of making the video about my dolls to post about my dolls. But that's how you know they're real. Also, when you get one of my dolls, please contact me. I am now a happy hoarder on eBay, like I am here. I just kind of kept that consistent. But please contact me. Make sure you're getting one of my dolls and not this loser who's using my name. And I'm sorry. I just think, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm calling this person a loser. That is just wrong on so many levels. And I'm not real happy. What can I do? But anyway, I'll find something else to be happy about later. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And please, subscribe. Send me some comments. Need the love. I need some love. This has been so stressful and wrong, and I just need some love. So send some good comments to me here because I could really use them this time. Anyway, thanks for watching.